Howdy everyone. Well, as you probably realize, it's been a little while since I have done any filming and any kind of video updates to my channel, so let me get everybody caught up on the latest and greatest. So the last video that I put out was that short taxi video, and I haven't done anything with the plane like that since. So that video was just my first taxi brake test. I needed to get it over to the fuel pit to put fuel in it, and then I brought it right back to the hangar, and that's been it. Since then, I had to pull panels and everything off of the airplane for my airworthiness inspection. Prior to that, I had done a weight and balance, and of course the plane had to be fully assembled to do that. And then to get it ready for the aircraft worthiness inspection, I had to take all of the access panels, cowlings, fairings, seats, floorboards, all that stuff had to come out. So I had done that, and I have since, I am very happy to say, I now have my airworthiness certificate. That actually went down last week. Today is Saturday. It actually happened last Saturday. I had a DAR come out. He came out first thing in the morning Saturday around 9 o'clock. He got here at 9 o'clock, and we were finished. The actual inspection was over with by 10:30, something like that, and it went really well. Really no major squawks, just little things. I can't even think of what they are. They're so insignificant. That's not the right word. Nothing is insignificant, right? But just a couple of small things, like whatever. And it went really well. The paperwork was all in order. I didn't have any glitches at all. It went very, very well. Over here you can see this is the majority of the stuff that I had to remove from the airplane. In the cardboard box are my seat belts. Of course, you've got bulkhead panels, the seat backs, the seats themselves, a couple of the floor panels under the seats. The cowlings. Over on the end of the table is the passenger stick. On the other side over here, underneath the sheets, I've got my wheel pants, my gear leg fairings, things like that. So here is the airworthiness certificate. Of course, the registration has to come first. That's the small one, but this is my airworthiness certificate and my operating limitations. I may do another separate video, more in-depth, but just real quick, what I had done, I had gone to the FAA AWC website. That's where you process all of your documents to have an airworthiness inspection done. The paper form, I believe, is an 8130. Don't quote me on that. But if you do it online, of course, you don't need to do the paper copy, and you can do all your uploading of documents and everything on the website. I really like it. I thought it was great. I had bought the EAA registration packet that comes with all of the forms to do your registration and for your airworthiness. So the first thing you need to do is get your registration, and again, that is outlined step by step in the EAA registration packet. It's really, really good. I highly recommend you start with that, and it will also walk you through the process to get your airworthiness. But the EAA also has a video. If you go to the EAA websites and do a search for AWC, they have a fantastic video that walks you through the process to get your airworthiness completed. And that's what I had done. I literally had the video up and had the AWC website up and did it real time along with the video. And of course, they talk about how to upload your documents and things like that. So I had done all that, and I had been in contact with my DAR, and like I said, he came out last Saturday. Everything went really, really well, and now my plane is ready to fly as soon as I am. So of course, I got to put it back together. I got to put the parts all back on it. I had already started at the back. You can see I now have my fiberglass fairing on around the tail here. And up underneath I have, let me see if I can get some better lighting. I've got the different fairings, if you want to call them that, up underneath the horizontal stabilizer back there. So that's it. I have to get it put back together. It's ready to fly anytime. I am not. I have to do some more tail wheel training, which I can start on that anytime. I'm kind of waiting on my flight instructor so we can hook up and get that going, transition training, things of that nature. But the plane is ready, and I couldn't be more excited. It's been a long time coming. It's kind of strange to think about the fact that this thing could fly like right now. But it's cool. I'm very, very, very pleased with how the entire process has gone. And like I said, I got to do some more training before I myself try to get this thing in the air. But before all that, I got to get it put back together. So that's kind of what I'm working on now. All right, so that's the latest and greatest. I will keep you guys updated as best as I can. Again, things are going to be a little bit slow because it's just putting things together and doing some flight training. I will not be videotaping while I'm flight training, I don't believe, because it's flight training. I don't want the distraction of cameras and different nonsense. It's just a personal thing. So whenever I can, I'll get a video up for you guys, keep you updated. And as always, thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for subscribing. And I will talk to you guys later.